Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Julio Jif, the peanut butter of all Julios. Spread it like it's chunky. Once again, we're kicking things off with a shuffler special. We have a removal and a tome we can play out. The tome can help us find lands. Let's give it a shot. Keep your pants on. They play out a timeline caller. It's going to be an annoying little fella until we can clear it out with the end. We have to go with the tome here. It's going to give us chances to find more lands, which we need badly. They play out a Blood Witch. Sephiroth confirmed. At the end of their turn, we'll use the tome to scry. We're looking for lands, anything else, and it gets shipped. We end up with a swamp on top, and we'll gladly keep it. They come at us with their men, and will bounce the witch right out of town. The grave is where she belongs. We'll scry again. We found a third land, and now we want to get our fourth. On top, we have another Ugin, and we'll ship him on down. Their play is a gorehound. They do like playing out a lot of 1/1 men, and they follow up with their key card. They sacrifice their caller to Sephiroth, but they should have attacked first. They've missed out on a pair of damages. This time around we'll draw with the tome. We can wait to snipe their Sephiroth on our turn. And that gets us our fourth land. We're on our way to digging ourselves out. Hopefully we have time to do so. We can snipe and draw on their turn. They go for a zealot, and now is when we strike down Sephiroth. Let's not give them the benefit of using Sephiroth's corpse to surveil. We'll draw one last card. We'll also gain 4 life for using up the last tome activation. Unfortunately, all we can do is play out our archive. At least that will unlock our 5 mana cards. A sweeper to take out their men should be nice. They play out another Sephiroth after taking us down to 6. Things are going to be very close when we fire off a sweeper. We draw another land that gives us 7 mana, and that's enough for Ugin. While Ugin can only take out one of their men, he can also gain life for us while also drawing us an extra card. Get in there. They choose not to sacrifice Sephiroth for a Surveil. Rest in peace, Sephiroth. Don't forget to write. We'll use Ugin to draw, and we'll gain 3 life in the process. As long as they don't have another Sephiroth, we'll be fine.
Wise, heed my advice.
They play out an Infestation Sage. It can't attack right away, so we're still fine. They follow up with a removal to snipe Ugin. That's unfortunate, but we'll be able to continue the fight, and that's what matters. In comes the Caller, but they're short of lethality. We'll take the damages. All the damages, bro. We've got no choice but to go with our second Ugin. Once again, we'll snipe their biggest threat and use him to gain life and get an extra card.
I will not allow my progeny to continue their rampage. My plan bears fruit.
Here comes the Caller yet again. They have 4 damages, so they're short of lethality once more. They surveilled away a Fountainport. Oopsie poopsie, bro. That might have been of some use. We draw a removal. It might have saved our game. For now, we'll fire off a sweeper to take out their men. The only thing they'll have left is the Caller. Unfortunately, we don't have enough cards in our grave to collect evidence and remove the Caller for good. They play out another Zealot and follow up with the Caller. They send it, and will snipe their Caller. Luckily, we can toss a card to pay for playing our removal. Out of the cards we have in hand, the most expendable is the Robbery. We draw another sweeper, and this time we have enough cards to collect evidence and send the Caller packing. Amazingly enough, they have only 2 Callers in their whole deck. I was expecting at least 3. They've got nothing but removals left in hand. It's time to throw a wrench in their machine. Wrench will likely be sniped immediately, but we still get the 2 cards from their deck. I like the Witch. It might be able to get us a point of life or 2 and give us a bit more wiggle room. The Zealot will be great as well. We can sacrifice tokens and get some life back. They snipe the witch, but before it goes anywhere, we'll sacrifice our way to more life. They even sniped the Zealot. We still have a sweeper we can use to take out more of their cards, so we should be all right. Wait, hold on. Let's make sure we get in there before we fire off the sweeper. Fire in the free booty hole. Let's take out the Blood Witch. One of those is a headache and a half. We've got enough mana left to play out the Planetarium. It might give us a slight edge over time. They play out another free booty. Sometimes it is free, and sometimes you have to pay. We draw another one of our sweepers. Let's play it out, and on our next turn, we can snipe another one of their weapons right out of their deck. They draw yet another one of their men. Some are too lucky to draw lands. Let's check out what we can get with our Planetarium. That's a land and a removal on top. We'll ship them both. No, wait, let's hang on to the removal. Our opponent has been lucking out with drawing men seemingly on every turn. Our Sozin is going to let us snipe any remaining Sephiroths right out of their deck. With their key card gone, their 1/1 men will have to get the job done. That's one deck crippled. Rest in peace, opponent deck. Our Planetarium shows us a Terminus and our Duress on top. It's too late for the Duress, but the Terminus could still put in some work. We'll snipe the incoming Hound. Let's prevent damages when we can. Let's see what the Planetarium can get us. And that's a pair of lands on top. We'll ship them both. We have a wrench in the grave. Let's harness the Terminus, and we'll be able to get it back out of the grave. we'll use the Demolition Field to clear out the swamp we have on top. Hopefully, we can avoid the chain of lands we might have coming. We get our wrench back and we can jack some of their cards. We'll take the Zealot. With it, we can sacrifice wrench and then get it back turn after turn. The miner would be a pain if they were to get it, so we'll snag it as well. The Planetarium gets us another archive. The land will ship on down. It's time to get the Zealot on down. Extra surveil action will be very useful. They drew a hound. It's the punishment you get for stocking the deck with so many 1/1 men. This planetarium is putting in plenty of work. That's an Ugin on top and a tome. Let's put Ugin first, and we'll get a free top end card. That's the straw that broke the opponent's back. GG's extra long game cheese. This is Cover Us. As you can see, he is extra happy about his boob armor. We get a 3-lander this time. We do have an early removal along with a sweeper to take down enemy men. It's a bit risky, but we'll try it. Keep your pants on. They have the first action of the game with a life gain sanctifier. Sometimes they're so busy gaining life, they forget to do something about their opponent's life. We'll snipe their life gain bunny at the end of their turn. They thrive on life gain, and if they don't have it, they tend to feel like a normal deck. They play out a Fountainport Bell. That's kind of unusual card to have in life gain. Their curve is so low, they don't usually need a way to dig up lands. We finally draw our 4th land, and we'll play out the archive. With 6 mana, we're 1 short of being able to play out our top end. They play out a Blight Priest. It's looking more like gain and drain. This turn we'll hit them with Wrench. Let's see what they have under the hood. This is a very mixed bag of items, isn't it? There are too many lands in here. Among the few actual cards, I like the Authority. A land would be alright, but we have more than enough mana already. I'm liking the Innocence for the 2nd card. It'll keep it out of their hands, and if we can make use of it to draw extra cards, we can turn it to our advantage. They play out an Enduring Tenacity that is 1 step closer to their combo. They send it, but we'll block up. This is a fine trade as that will give us enough to collect evidence for our sweeper. Let's fire off a Deadly Cover-Up, and we'll collect evidence to eliminate their tenacity and all copies of it as well. As it turns out, that looks like it was their only tenacity. They do look like they are prepared to combo off when they get the right setup. They have Faithful to bring back any dead men. It's a backup plan to our removals, but we still should go through the motions. Cut their men down when we can and hit them with a sweeper to eliminate big threats. We draw an Ugin. His exile effect will be an effective removal against their combo men. They go with another Starscape Cleric. We saved ourselves a heap of damages when we took out their Sanctifier early in the game. The end is a perfect end to their Cleric. Let's swing in first. Then we'll snipe their Cleric and eliminate it for good. It's the end for you, buddy. They play out their big boy. Sure, nothing is going to happen to it. Let's go ahead and Ugin that guy right out of game. That's a large chunk of their combo pieces cleared out for good. It's so sad to see. They scoop it right up. There was more removal cheese than they wanted on their knuckle sandwich. This is fast and furious, Fred. He's already on fast 72. I knew we'd get there. We get a 3-lander. This one comes with a pair of sweepers and a Terminus. An Ugin this early is tough to see. Keep your hopes up. We draw an Archive, which we'll be able to play out on turn 3 thanks to the Terminus. That'll give us the mana we need for Ugin as well as our sweepers. They play out a Cecil. It's a guy that hits both players for damages. I like it. It's time for our Terminus. The mana boost will let us fire off the Archive, which unlocks most of our hand. They play out a stoppable slasher. We're going to have to make sure it doesn't land a hit on us, or we're going to have a problem. We draw a land, which now unlocks Ugin for us, but we need to have the Archive in play to get him down next turn. It's a risk, but it is one worth taking. Ouch, they managed to assemble a whole team. There's too many of them. We'll have to go with one of our sweepers on our turn to clean things up before we Ugin. Fire in the stoppable hole. They throw down another Baloth. That's at least 3 damages. They follow up with a Saboteur. They've assembled another team. Our sweeper will clear their men out. The slasher will not be coming back this time. Smell you girls later. We'll hold up our removal for the potential man-land activation. We know they have it. Another slasher. It's the slasher parade, and they're being sent right to our door. You can keep on knocking, but you can't come in. We draw a land at a clutch moment. We can play out Ugin and deal with their slasher while leaving mana up for our removal in case they try to go with their manland.
Power belongs. I grant you a boon. Equilibrium must be restored. Open your mind to possibility.
They hit us for a point with the desert. That gives them Xaxes with their manland. And sure enough, they fire it up. Let's wait until they tap it to attack. We're fine with giving away a card out of our grave. They play out another Saboteur. We don't have a removal for it, but we can generate some sushi to be able to block it. They give it up in the middle of the fight. That's GG's extra cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.